Hello, and welcome back to the channel. There's nothing quite like the joy of choosing new plants for our gardens. But choosing the right plants can be a bit of a minefield if you're not careful. Today we're diving into one of the biggest challenges every gardener faces, buying the right plants at the nursery. I'm going to share with you the 7 deadly sins of buying nursery plants that can sabotage your garden before you even get home. Let's get started. When we're excited, it's easy to pick the prettiest flower, but don't let looks deceive you. Before buying, always inspect the plants carefully. Check the leaves for yellowing, spots, or pests. Look at the stems for damage, and most importantly, check the roots. A mass of tangled white roots is a good sign, indicating a healthy plant eager to grow. If the roots are brown, mushy, or circling the base of the pot, it's best to leave it be. It's tempting to buy what catches your eye, but not every plant will thrive in your garden. Consider your garden as a whole. Pay attention to the plant's light, water, and soil needs. Don't try to force a sun-loving plant to live in the shade or a thirsty plant to survive in dry soil. Remember, a happy plant is one that's planted in the right place. This is a big one. A root-bound plant means the roots have outgrown their pot, which can stunt its growth. To check for root-bound plants, gently tip the plant sideways and carefully slide it out of its pot. If you see a dense mat of roots circling around and around, it's best to choose another plant. A healthy root system should have plenty of loose white roots reaching out into the soil. Timing is everything. You might see beautiful plants at the nursery, but if it's the wrong season for planting in your area, they might not survive. It's always best to plant in the spring or fall when the weather is milder and the soil is more workable. This gives your new plants the best chance to establish themselves before the harshness of summer or winter sets in. The sin of overlooking plant tags and labels. Those little tags aren't just there for show. They tell you vital information, like how big the plant will get, how far apart to space them, and what kind of care they need. Take a moment to read them carefully before you buy. This will help you choose plants that are the right size for your space and that you can realistically care for. The sin of not acclimating nursery plants. These plants often come from controlled environments like greenhouses and need time to adjust to your garden conditions. To acclimate, leave your plants outside in a shady, sheltered spot for a few hours each day, gradually increasing their exposure to sunlight and the elements over a week or so. This process, known as hardening off, helps them build up their resilience and adapt to their new surroundings. The sin of impulse. Buying without a garden plan. We've all been there, seeing a plant we love and adding it to the cart without thinking. But this can lead to overcrowding, mismatched plants, or plants that don't thrive together. Before you head to the nursery, take some time to sketch out your garden beds or borders. This will help you make more informed choices and avoid ending up with a mishmash of plants that don't quite work together. And there you have it. The 7 deadly sins of buying nursery plants. Avoid these mistakes, and you'll set yourself up for gardening success. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more gardening tips. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook for daily garden inspiration. Happy gardening, everyone.